What is up, guys? Welcome to Legacy TCG, back with your daily dose of Edison. Today we have Tommy playing Fairies versus Justin playing Gladiator Beasts. Justin, this is the first time I ever met Justin. He's actually from Texas, which is really cool. I forgot why he was out here, but I think there was an event out here in SoCal. And while he was out here, he's like, I might as well play some, Tuesday night locals. To which, I'm always happy to see new players. New faces, always more fun. Card Trooper's gonna go in for 19. He's gonna tank that hit. 19. Oh, no. 19. Oh. We're gonna pass the turn. Card Trooper is vulnerable just because most of these cards on the fairy side is vulnerable. They're very, very small monsters. Imagine these monsters are like 1800, like these recruiters. That'd be so insane. That'd be an absolute nightmare, actually. He's gonna compulse this Sam Knight, and maybe Tommy's gonna look to mill some more. He looks like he has like two fairies, two or three. Sometimes he'll mill like one, like sometimes even two, three. Three is usual, but like sometimes he'll be like, he'll have like three fairies. And he's like, okay, well, I can't go above four, so I'm literally just gonna mill one. And yeah, he's really good at keeping track of his grave. I mean, he only needs to do count to four, really. So yeah, he doesn't have the luxury of Valhalla in the deck. It's purely on him to keep creatures in check. Okay, so he's a little bit above. I think what he's gonna have to do is try to draw into a soul release, but I think he actually milled his Poppy, so I don't know how he gets back to four. He might just go for, oh my gosh, that heavy storm. That is not what you want to see. He's gonna shrink the Shining Angel, return Card Trooper to hand. We're gonna summon this, go into Yugioh, swing for 28, and that will seal the deal. The little monsters are able to close out the game. That was pretty cool. He had no access to his Christia, but even with just that, the monsters, the recruiters on their own are really something else. That Herald being a tuner is absolutely like crazy. And he saw the 2800. He's like, well, these two. I saw these two, so I'm gonna go to 28, finish the deal. GB Proving Ground's gonna add Bestie to hand. Oh god, we're gonna set pass. We're gonna compulse this on response. Trap Sun's gonna keep it down, and then this monster is going to get nuked. Oh, interesting. Justin puts the two GBs on top. That way he doesn't forget that those are tagged monsters. Like, say if something doesn't happen or does happen to the Geyseras, he's gonna look at the top of his deck and he's like, oh, these two are still there, so I gotta shuffle. And usually you should shuffle like right away, but like if you're gonna go back into your deck anyways, that's like extra work that you don't need to really do. And so to mitigate, to like avoid confusion, he just leaves them face up on top of the deck. I like that. I think yeah, that's very useful, because like it also shortcuts, but like it doesn't create, yeah, it creates a shortcut, but it makes it so that you won't leave those two monsters on there on accident. There's no way you like look at the top of the deck and you'd be like, oh yeah, this is normal, like two monsters face up. Like, no, those are obviously the tagged ones. Because a lot of times I'll play Gladiator Beast and they're like, oh, did I shuffle? And I was like, oh, I don't remember. Like, no. I guess we gotta shuffle, put the card back and gotta shuffle, so we'll swing for 12. This game's not looking too good for Tommy. We're taking a ton of damage, 12 and 21. It's gonna put him at 23. And these monsters can go into Best if he wants. Yeah, I'll pop that. Trap's done. Trap's done really good against Glads. Turns off the Robokus, all their crazy traps that they run. Ooh, okay, we're gonna blow everything up. The set soul release tanks the hit for us. Let's see if we can get out of this position. It would have to be like Mirror Force or something. Mirror Force Compulse set monster. It's gonna be an uphill battle. T set pass. Could be it. We got Assailant, Needle Sealing, I think a Secutor. Yeah, he's probably really considering like, oh man, do I attack with just both monsters? Do I just attack with one? But, you know, he probably haven't. Yeah, there's only 3 cards engraved, so. Oh god, we're gonna bypass all that. Go into Bestie. And Oppression is there. Okay, we have enough life points for this. We're gonna pay Oppression, and we're gonna swing. Activate Shining Angel. There is no Chariot, or at least he didn't want to activate it if he does have it. That's gonna let us recruit into something else. There's Consecrated Light. I'm pretty sure he sided that out. I can't imagine him keeping it in for one guy's errors. Way too many monsters that are not dark. Geyserys being the only dark monster in GBs. So there is a possibility to Honest over this Geyserys too. So he's not completely dead in the water, but he does put in defense, calls it a day. 1500 life points left. We can pay for one more activation. But with no face down cards for Justin to think about, this is going to be pretty easy for him to navigate. Just has to skirt around this Royal Oppression. We are in the tank. We'll just swing. Okay. Add Nova Summoner to hand, pass. Doesn't want to give up his monster, obviously. It's going to have to find a way to trim down those life points so that the Royal Oppression goes offline. Okay, set DD Assailant. Doesn't want to attack into the recruiters. It's gonna make Tommy do it, if anything. Not set. Just kidding. Some people will be like, oh, you already said it, but like at locals, honestly, like I don't care. Like, if you change your mind, whatever. Just give me your best play and I'm gonna play around it, you know? But yeah, does setting it. He's gonna dig into the deck further with Legacy of Yatagrasu. Those legacies, those secret rare ones, are expensive. They're like 80 bucks or something. I only have the super ones. 80 bucks for a draw card. I was like, I don't know, man. If I get a deal on it, then maybe. But yeah, this is tricky for Justin because he does not play against Tommy. I mean, obviously it's gonna be his first time ever, right? And so he's not really sure what traps are gonna be activated. Chariot's gonna protect the Geyserys from the effect of DD Warrior Lady. Very nice. And yeah, I guess we just stay still. Yeah, whereas when we play Tommy, like we kind of know what's happening most of the time. Unless he changes something in his main deck, which he does quite often. Like he does switch out cards to adjust to our playstyles and, you know, us reading him and stuff. So like in this situation, or just like honestly going into, so playing against your local players is actually harder than playing against players not in your area, because your local players, they're going to understand what you're setting, and essentially you're playing with your hand open against, you know, your friends. just because they have had so much practice and repetition against you that we gotta take 200. He's beefy. We take so much, or we do so much practice that we know when you set certain things at what times, or we know the card slots you do play. Like when we see back row from Tommy, like I understand that there's like no, he doesn't like to play bottomless, he doesn't like to play deep prison. He opts for different cards and solutions for different scenarios. So, but for Justin, he's not gonna know what's face down in the back row, what's oh, okay, he pays 800 for this. Looks like 800 for the cat, and then he honest over the Geyseris, right? Yeah, we take 14. Tommy's putting up a good fight. He's fighting a good fight, but I don't see him getting out of this position, especially with no special summons. The Royal Oppression is going to work against him in this moment. And he's going second, tried his best, but too much damage coming in. Book of Moon's gonna put the Nova Summoner face down. It's not impossible though. It is not impossible. I've seen Tommy get out of like worse situations. Like I'll be watching him play. I'm like, dude, he's so dead. And then he'll just stall until he draws the exact card he needs. I'm like, what the heck did I just witness? Darius is gonna go into Bestie in the grave, and then we're gonna go into our another Geyseris. Yeah, see how Justin puts it on top? I like that. I like that precaution, really. I think more GB should adopt that, because he puts these at face up on top. He's gonna attack with Geyseris, right? He's gonna tag back out, right? And sometimes if something happens to that Geyseris, then we're not doing anything with the tag, right? So it would the cards would stay there, and sometimes players would just straight up forget. Heavy Storm deals +2 for Justin, actually a +3, because the Compulse just returns the breaker to hand. But at least we don't have to worry about that card anymore. But it is quite a blow to us. Okay, we're gonna take, I think, 2 here. 2, and on activation of Equest, he's gonna blow it up and return those cards back to deck. So it goes back for cost. He's gonna negate the effect for it to bring out another Gladiator Beast, leaving him with 2 cards. Tommy is just with 1 card left. I think the set on Trap Stun was a little a little too much. I think just the 2 would have been okay, and it wouldn't have hurt so bad, because his traps wouldn't have gone back online anyways. But okay, we compulse this. He's like, ah, you know what, let's get out of my face. Compulse. He is gonna have to deal with it now. Raigeki break. Oh my gosh, we got nothing left in hand. 4 cards for 5 cards, 6 cards for Justin. How does Tommy get back out in this situation? Oh my gosh. Top deck Christia would be pretty nice, but I don't think his grave's set up either. So it's gonna be like recruiter Christia. If we can dodge some Gladiator Beast, then Justin's not gonna be able to manipulate the grave. Or a Heavy Storm of our own. That'd be fantastic. Heavy Storm. Yeah, this is gonna be an uphill battle. Oh my god. Transmigration Prophecy, okay. But I think we're gonna get the rest, because he's activating this in response. So we can send these cards back, and Tommy's like, yeah, whatever. Send them back, and I'm gonna refill the grave again. Holy moly. Ask and you shall receive. Tommy's Heavy Storm was even better than Justin's. Chariot, Book, and Dust go down. And now the game has equalized, really. Oh my gosh. Did he just... Oh my gosh, he summons Rescue Cat. It gets blown up by the last two cards in Tommy's hand, which is a Herald and a Christia. What the heck? Dang, that was crazy. We're gonna take 600 here. Cyber Valley is gonna stop the bleeding. We're gonna banish, draw a card, dig further into the deck, draw another card. Holy moly, that sequence of cards was insane. MST is gonna get this random one. It is a Woboku. And we're gonna summon Herald, huh? Eh? Oh, he doesn't take damage, but he's gonna take damage. He's gonna deep prison. I think Tommy has 3 fairies. Yeah, he has 3 fairies. So he's like, okay, well, you don't take damage, but I'm gonna take damage. This is fine for me. So Justin is forced to activate the Dimensional Prison, otherwise face the wrath of Christia. Wow, this is so close. Okay. No GBs. Oh, we do have 1 GB in hand. It exists, but he doesn't want to add it yet. A little bit afraid of potentially Torrential. Just gonna peck in with this Test Tiger over and over. It doesn't do that much, but eventually it'll get there, I guess. Shining Angel goes in. Compulse sends it back to hand. Oh, we gotta get moving. We gotta put these Glads in. Because if Tommy slams down Christia before you've done enough, then we might be in big trouble. We're gonna take 6 here. And 16? No, we're gonna put that back to hand. Five here. Yeah, this game's insane. Very, very close. I like game 3, you know, top decking situation. It's pretty fun. That's when it gets the blood going. He's gonna call the Haunted into Hoplamis. Okay, we're gonna take, I think, 700. He could have called Cat, but I think the Sam Knight was already dead, so there's no way to really use it effectively. Oh, Sam Knight's in hand, I see. I don't think they run double Sam Knight. So he's gonna try to keep Tommy at bay with the Reedy Ari, use the Test Tiger to return Reedy, special Reedy, and banish once again. So now he's at like 1 fairy, 1, maybe 2 fairies. It's gonna be pretty tough. At least we'll only have to deal with 1 back row. So we take 2 here. Can't stop this recruiter though. It's gonna be able to recruit over and over. Oh, special. Normal. Okay. It's like, how many heralds do you have? Jeez, bro. Yeah, just 1 fairy left. We'll swing. This does 200. We're gonna activate effect. What are we going to? So that's a Cyber Dragon. We can go DD Warrior. We can go into another fairy. If he wants access to his life points, he might have to run over another fairy. He could just leave it there too, but that leaves the opportunity for Tommy to go Recruiter, and then on his turn slam into the Gladiator Beast, and then eventually end up on Christia. Ooh, yeah. If he destroys this Alchemist, it gives him a suite of cards to pick from. Honest, Breaker is good. Breaker can go for the back row. Herald's okay. My little dog has come visit me. While they deliberate on what to do. While Justin thinks. It's either he already attacked or yeah, he was thinking. So we're gonna take 800, and then look at the banish. What do we do? Cyber Valley, Honest, Breaker. Breaker can hit the unknown. He's gonna add Honest. I'm gonna tag out. Oh, the Reedy's engraved. Uh-oh. Do we have a second Reedy? Actually, I didn't know they came out with Super. That's interesting. Huh. I know there's rare and then there's secret rare, but I didn't know there's super rare. That's kind of cool because I know that card was kind of expensive to get, and it was discouraging people from investing so much into a Gladiator Beast deck. Like the rare was like 20 bucks or something. I mean, I could be wrong, but I remember I just remember it's like, yeah, there's only 2 rarities. Like we can only, you know, I don't want to pay that much, and then eventually it gets reprinted, and then you pay all that money for a rare, you know. Here comes DD Warrior. Swings in with that. Okay. Be honest. Okay, we're gonna honest. So he's gonna take 15. Is that 4 fairies? Oh, it is 4 fairies. Uh-oh. That's bad. He's gonna add the honest back to hand. Both of these fairies are gonna be insulated. Uh-oh. This is very, very bad. Yeah. Tommy finally gets there. We're gonna swing in for 100. He's gonna honest over that. That's gonna take another 15. He's gonna protect the DD Warrior lady. Okay, swings over 21. And he's like, huh, interesting. You have your own built-in honest. He's gonna mirror force it to clear it. Okay. Swing in for 15. 28. This will be the lethal blow. Shrink's gonna put it down to 14. We'll take 14 here. And you got 1 card to live. Needs to be mirror force. It is not. It is GG. Oh wow, that was a really, really fun set. Tommy really had to dig on that last game, but he piloted it very well and got it. Managed to get the 4th fairy into the grave, summon Christia, and then seal the deal with those honest over and over and whatnot. Honest and that mirror force was extremely timely. But Justin put up a good fight. That's pretty scary to play against Tommy for like essentially the first time. But yeah, that was fun. If you guys like the videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button for me, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.